You know what absolutely grinds my gears? When so-called wrestling fans sit there behind their keyboards and claim Roman Reigns is overrated. Are you serious right now? This man just walked back into SmackDown like he owned the place, because he does, and delivered the kind of tribal justice that reminded everyone why he's been carrying this company on his back for years. And you know what's even more infuriating? Half of you probably didn't even catch what really went down because you were too busy complaining about his push instead of acknowledging greatness when it's staring you right in the face. Friday Night SmackDown just witnessed something that's going to change everything, and if you think you know what happened, trust me, you don't know the half of it. Roman Reigns didn't just return. He came back with a vengeance, exposed a mystery that's been eating at the WWE Universe for weeks, and delivered an attack so brutal, so calculated, so absolutely devastating that social media is still trying to process what they witnessed. But here's my first trivia question for you before we dive into this chaos. Drop in the comments, what year did Roman Reigns first win the WWE Championship? Let's see who the real day ones are. Now, let's break down exactly what happened, why it matters, and what this means for the future of WWE. Because unlike those clickbait channels that waste your time, we're going deep into the storyline, the psychology, and the absolute mastery that Roman Reigns displayed on SmackDown. The night started like any other episode of the Blue brand, but there was an electricity in the air. The WWE Universe could feel something was coming. For weeks, SmackDown had been plagued by mysterious attacks backstage. Superstars getting jumped in parking lots, locker rooms being ransacked, equipment being sabotaged, and nobody, and I mean nobody, could figure out who was behind it. General Manager Nick Aldis tried to maintain order. Security was doubled, cameras were everywhere, but this mystery attacker was like a ghost, always one step ahead, always leaving chaos in their wake. The speculation was insane. Was it a returning legend? Was it an NXT call-up looking to make a statement? Was it someone from within the roster with a hidden agenda? And then came the cryptic messages. Week after week, these haunting promos would air, a distorted voice, shadows and smoke, talking about exposing the truth, about tearing down false idols, about bringing real justice to WWE. The voice spoke about how the throne was built on lies, how the tribal chief's empire was nothing but smoke and mirrors, how everything Roman Reigns accomplished was a fraud. Can you imagine the disrespect? The audacity to call out the man who main event WrestleMania multiple times, who held the Universal Championship for over 1,300 days, who unified the titles and became the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, the man who defeated John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Edge, Daniel Bryan, and literally every single person put in front of him. But Roman was silent, radio silence, gone after his last appearance. Some said he was taking time off, others whispered he was dealing with personal matters. The conspiracy theorists even suggested WWE was protecting him from this mystery attacker because they knew he couldn't handle it. Laughable. Here's trivia question number 2 for you. How many days did Roman Reigns hold the Universal Championship during his historic title reign? Comment your answer below. Before we continue, we have a quick request for you. We are constantly working to improve our content to earn your love and support. That's why we would truly appreciate it if you could take a moment to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update here on Wrestling Zone Insider. So there we were on SmackDown, and the mystery man struck again. This time, he took out LA Knight backstage, one of the most popular superstars on the roster, laid out cold next to the production trucks. The entire locker room emptied out to the parking area. Officials, referees, superstars, everyone was demanding answers. The chaos was real. And that's when Nick Aldis made the announcement that changed everything. He said he was bringing in someone who could end this madness once and for all. Someone with the authority, the presence, and the power to restore order to SmackDown. Someone who built an empire and commanded respect through fear and dominance. The arena went dark. That familiar sound, that iconic entrance music, hit like a thunderbolt. Head of the table flashed across the Titantron, and the WWE Universe exploded. Roman Reigns walked out with that unmistakable swagger, that supreme confidence, that aura that screams championship pedigree. No Paul Heyman by his side this time. Just Roman. Just the tribal chief. Just the man who was about to deliver justice. The look on his face told you everything you needed to know. This wasn't Roman coming back for a feel-good return. This wasn't about cheap pops or fan service. This was a man on a mission. You could see it in his eyes. He knew exactly who had been running their mouth, exactly who had been causing chaos, and he was about to expose them to the entire world. Roman grabbed a microphone and the arena fell silent. You could hear a pin drop, and what he said next sent shockwaves through the entire building. I've been watching, I've been listening, and I've been laughing. He paused, letting that sink in. You thought I left because I was scared? You thought I ran away because some mystery man was talking trash? Nah, I left because I wanted to see how far this rat would go. I wanted to see if this coward would actually step out of the shadows. I wanted to give them just enough rope to hang themselves with. And you know what? They did exactly what I knew they would do. The crowd was losing it. Roman paced the ring like a predator circling prey. See, when you're the tribal chief, when you're at the top of this mountain for as long as I have been, you learn things. You learn how people move. You learn their patterns. You learn who's loyal and who's a snake. And I figured it out weeks ago. I knew who you were. I've just been waiting for the perfect moment to smash you. Here's trivia question 3. Which member of the bloodline was the first to turn on Roman Reigns during his tribal chief run? Drop your answer in the comments. And then Roman did something nobody expected. He pulled out his phone, connected it to the Titantron, and started playing footage. Exclusive footage that he had apparently been collecting for weeks. Security camera angles that WWE production didn't have. Cell phone videos. Receipts. Proof. And there it was, clear as day, the mystery attacker removing their mask in what they thought was a secluded area backstage. The face that appeared on that screen sent the entire wrestling world into meltdown mode. It was someone from within WWE. Someone who had been right there the whole time, playing innocent, acting shocked at every attack, pointing fingers at everyone else. The betrayal, the deception, the absolute snake behavior was exposed for everyone to see. The arena erupted in boos that shook the building to its foundation. And Roman just smiled that knowing smile. That I told you so smile. That I'm always 10 steps ahead smile. Did you really think you could outsmart me? Did you really think you could run this little game on the tribal chief? I am WWE. I am this business. And you're about to acknowledge me the hard way. And that's when the mystery man, now exposed and with nowhere to hide, made their entrance. But they didn't come out apologetic. They didn't come out scared. They came out defiant, with a microphone of their own, ready to justify their actions, ready to explain their betrayal. The verbal confrontation that followed was explosive. The mystery man laid out their grievances, talking about being overlooked, being held back, being stuck in Roman's massive shadow while he got all the opportunities, all the spotlight, all the glory. They accused Roman of being a corporate puppet, of getting special treatment, of having the entire system rigged in his favor. And you know what? Some of it actually made sense. Some of those points about opportunity distribution and spotlight hogging hit different. The WWE Universe was actually torn. You could hear some cheers mixed in with the boos. The complexity was real. But Roman wasn't having any of it. You think I didn't earn everything I got? You think this empire was given to me? I built this, brick by brick, match by match. I put in the work while you sat there making excuses. You want to blame me for your failures? That's not tribal justice, that's just pathetic. The tension was suffocating. These two were about to explode at any second. And then it happened. The mystery man rushed the ring, and what followed was an assault that will be replayed for years. Roman caught them with a Superman punch that echoed through the arena like a gunshot. The mystery man crumpled, but Roman wasn't done. He picked them up, delivered a devastating spear that nearly broke them in half, and then, in a moment of pure rage, he unleashed a ground-and-pound assault that required multiple referees and officials to pull him off. But here's where it gets interesting. As Roman was being held back, as the mystery man was being helped to the back by medical staff, Roman grabbed the microphone one more time. This isn't over. Not by a long shot. You wanted tribal justice? You wanted my attention? You got it. And now you're going to learn what happens when you challenge the tribal chief. This is my show. This is my company. And I'm going to make an example out of you that will make everyone remember you don't mess with the bloodline. You don't mess with the head of the table. And you damn sure don't mess with Roman Reigns. The show went off the air with that image, Roman standing tall in the ring, his music playing, the WWE Universe absolutely electric with what they just witnessed. Here's trivia question 4 for you. At which WrestleMania did Roman Reigns defeat The Undertaker? Let me know in the comments. So what does this all mean for the future? Well, buckle up, because we're about to get a rivalry that's going to be absolute fire. This mystery man, now exposed, now humiliated, now brutalized, isn't going to just disappear. They are going to come back with backup, with allies, with a whole army potentially, ready to try and take down Roman Reigns once and for all. And Roman just reminded everyone why he's been the final boss of WWE for years. He's not just a wrestler, he's a strategist. He's not just powerful, he's intelligent. He played the long game, gathered his evidence, and struck when the moment was perfect. This is storytelling at its finest. This is what WWE does better than any other wrestling company on the planet. The psychology, the build, the payoff, everything clicked perfectly. We are constantly working to improve our content to earn your love and support. That's why we would truly appreciate it if you could take a moment to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update here on Wrestling Zone Insider. Because trust me, you're going to want to follow every development in this storyline. The tribal justice has been delivered, but the war is just beginning. Roman Reigns is back, and SmackDown will never be the same. Drop your reactions in the comments. And here's your final trivia question. What was the name of Roman Reigns' faction during his tribal chief era? Let's see who knows their wrestling history. Until next time, this is Wrestling Zone Insider, and remember, acknowledge your tribal chief.